Imagine this, a world where Naruto Uzumaki, the lonely outcast of Konoha, wasn't just the vessel of the nine-tailed fox, but also the reincarnation of the king of curses himself, Ryomen Sukuna. Two beings of pure destruction trapped inside one boy, one born from chakra, the other born from cursed energy, one embodying the wrath of the tailed beast, the other the absolute evil of Jujutsu sorcery. What kind of shinobi would Naruto have become? Would he still be the hero of Konoha? Or would he have been feared as the shinobi world's very first cursed king? The opening to this tale has one purpose, to draw you into the thought experiment. Naruto's canon life already revolved around the struggle of being a Jinchuriki. But in this alternate timeline, Sukuna's existence adds a second, darker conflict, a constant battle with an inner demon who actively seeks to dominate and destroy. We're not just imagining Naruto with extra powers. We're asking, what if Naruto's entire character arc was reshaped by Sukuna's curse? This what-if scenario blends Naruto's world of chakra with Jujutsu Kaisen's system of cursed energy, creating a hybrid reality. To explore it properly, we'll walk through Naruto's journey, from childhood to Hokage, but under the shadow of Sukuna's influence. By the end of this 2-hour exploration, you'll see how the child who wanted to be Hokage could either become the most feared villain the shinobi world has ever known, rise even higher as a savior who tames both Kurama and Sukuna, or end up in the gray space between, a cursed protector, feared and loved at the same time. Before twisting the story, let's remind ourselves who Naruto was at the beginning. An orphan, a host of the Nine Tails, hated by the village, loud, mischievous, attention-seeking, yet filled with a stubborn will. His dream was simple, to become Hokage and finally be recognized. His struggle defined him. The world rejected him because of the demon fox sealed inside him. But Naruto never gave up. Through bonds, he found strength, and through perseverance, he became the hero of the shinobi world. But in this timeline, there's a key difference. Instead of only carrying Kurama inside him, Naruto was also born with a fragment of Sukuna's soul. Not through a sealing ritual, but through a mysterious twist of fate, something that defies the shinobi world's logic. The villagers wouldn't just see him as the Nine-Tails kid. They'd whisper, "That boy, he carries something else, something even darker." Even Hiruzen, the Hokage, would fear Naruto not only for the tailed beast, but for this unexplainable, cursed presence that radiated from him. To appreciate this crossover, we need to pause and introduce Sukuna's lore. Ryomen Sukuna, the king of curses, a legendary sorcerer so powerful that he transcended death itself, becoming a curse that haunted the world. His body was indestructible, split into 20 fingers, each carrying fragments of his soul. He thrived on cruelty, domination, and slaughter. His abilities ranged from cursed energy manipulation to devastating techniques like cleave and dismantle, black flash, reverse cursed energy, and ultimately his domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine. But power alone doesn't define him, it's his personality. Sukuna isn't like Kurama, who, despite his hatred, could be understood and even empathized with. Sukuna is malicious through and through. He doesn't cooperate, he doesn't negotiate. He wants control and he revels in the suffering of others. So, if Naruto carried Sukuna's essence within him, his childhood would be scarred in ways we can barely imagine. He wouldn't just feel the pull of Kurama's hatred. He'd hear Sukuna's mocking laughter echoing in his mind, tempting him to give in, promising power in exchange for cruelty. The core conflict of this alternate reality becomes clear. Would Naruto's willpower be enough to resist not one, but two monsters inside him? Kurama represents hatred, born of centuries of use and betrayal. Sukuna represents something far worse, an unstoppable curse with no desire for redemption. This would create three-way tension inside Naruto's soul. His human will to become Hokage, Kurama's fox hatred, Sukuna's cursed god complex. It's like giving Naruto a devil on each shoulder, one that could be swayed and one that could never be. Where canon Naruto's story was about learning to coexist with Kurama, this story becomes a battle not to be consumed entirely by Sukuna. Power scaling from the start would also change everything. In canon, Naruto struggled to control Kurama's chakra, but with Sukuna's cursed energy, his early life would be marked by raw, terrifying outbursts. Black cursed markings appearing on his skin during moments of anger. objects shattering around him when his emotions spiraled. Other kids wouldn't just ignore him, they'd be terrified. Adults would whisper that he wasn't just a Jinchuriki, but a walking calamity. Kurama's chakra could be sealed and suppressed, but Sukuna's cursed energy leaks like a poison, uncontrollable and unpredictable. That means Naruto's academy years wouldn't just be lonely, they'd be filled with fear, violence, and moments of accidental destruction. Iruka's kindness might still save Naruto from total despair, but even Iruka would sometimes flinch when Sukuna's voice slipped through the boy, speaking words no child should ever say. No, this isn't just a power-up, it's a shift in tone. As we dive deeper into this alternate universe, the story won't just be a retelling of Naruto with new abilities. It'll be an exploration of how characters change, how battles play out differently, and how the themes evolve. Would Kakashi train Naruto harder or keep him at arm's length? Would Sasuke see Naruto as a rival or as something monstrous? Would Orochimaru try to steal Sukuna's power, or would even he hesitate? And most importantly, does Naruto still represent light overcoming darkness, or does he become a cursed light that embraces the shadows? To guide us through, this video will follow Naruto's story arc by arc, rewritten under Sukuna's influence. From his childhood as the cursed child of Konoha, through Team 7's adventures, the Chunin exams, the Valley of the End, Shippuden's wars, Pain's invasion, all the way to his final battle with Sasuke and even the Boruto era. Every arc will answer the question, how would Naruto's path change if Sukuna's power lived inside him? So let's tease the possibilities. Picture Naruto facing Gaara during the Chunin exams, but instead of calling on the Nine Tails, black cursed energy engulfs his body, his claws tearing through the arena. Imagine Pain's Shinra Tensei colliding with Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine over the ruins of Konoha. Imagine the Valley of the End, Rasengan wrapped in cursed energy, Chidori infused with eternal Mangekyo fire. Who would win? Who would fall? And would Naruto still be Naruto, or would he become something else entirely? This is the story of what might have been if Naruto Uzumaki carried the power of Sukuna, the king of curses. To truly understand how Naruto's story would be reshaped by Sukuna's curse, we need to return to the very beginning. Naruto's childhood, the lonely, fragile years that defined who he was, would be completely transformed. In canon, Naruto was already an outcast. The villagers of Konoha hated and feared him because of the nine-tailed fox sealed inside his body. He grew up without parents, without friends, without love. His pranks and loudmouth antics weren't just childish rebellion, they were desperate cries for acknowledgement. But in this alternate world, Naruto carries something even more terrifying. Not just Kurama's chakra, but Sukuna's cursed energy. A power no shinobi has ever seen before. Something unnatural, alien, and incomprehensible. And the villagers, they can feel it. A different kind of fear. When people looked at Naruto in canon, they saw the son of the fourth Hokage, though most never said it out loud. They saw the vessel of the demon fox. That was enough to isolate him. But with Sukuna inside him, the fear becomes primal. The Nine Tails is part of their world, part of their history. They know how to name it, how to describe it, how to seal it. But Sukuna, his cursed energy leaks in ways no one can understand. It's not chakra, it's not nature energy, it's not even demonic chakra, it's wrong. When Naruto walks through the market, shopkeepers feel the hair on their arms stand up. Mothers pull their children away. Dogs growl without knowing why. To the villagers, Naruto isn't just the boy who contains the Nine Tails, he's something else, something they don't have words for. A cursed child. As a toddler, Naruto's outbursts are dangerous. When he cries, plates shatter across the room. When he throws tantrums, black slashes appear on walls and floors as if invisible claws ripped through them. When he's scared, shadows writhe unnaturally, stretching too long, curling like serpents. The ANBU assigned to watch him report strange phenomena, strange wounds on furniture, scorch marks, untraceable cuts across stone. None of it matches Kurama's chakra. And sometimes, when Naruto falls asleep, markings appear faintly on his face, black, jagged lines like tattoos. For moments, his baby blue eyes flicker crimson with an inhuman cruelty. That's not Kurama, that's Sukuna. By the time Naruto is old enough to form memories, he begins to hear whispers. At first, they're faint, a mocking laugh when he's pushed by older kids, a whisper of encouragement when he wants to fight back. Then, words, clear, sharp, dripping with arrogance. Pathetic. They mock you, tear their throats out. You want respect? Take it. Power is yours. All you must do is let me guide you. Where Kurama simmered in hatred. Waiting for moments of weakness, Sukuna is active, manipulative, almost gleeful in his cruelty. He delights in tempting Naruto, dangling power like candy before a starving child. And Naruto, young and lonely, doesn't always resist. Sometimes, when the bullying is too much, when the loneliness cuts too deep, he listens. Canon Naruto's academy years were marked by failure. He struggled with basic jutsu, couldn't make clones properly, and was seen as a class clown. But with Sukuna inside him, the failures take on a darker edge. Naruto still struggles with ninjutsu because cursed energy interferes with his chakra control. His chakra system feels polluted, unstable, like oil mixed with water. Teachers call him untalented. But when Naruto loses his temper, flashes of Sukuna's power appear. During sparring matches, classmates end up with cuts they don't remember receiving. Training dummies are shredded to pieces. Once, during a failed clone exercise, the air itself splits with an audible slash, leaving scars across the floor. Iruka, his teacher, worries deeply. He wants to believe Naruto is just misunderstood. But even Iruka can't explain the unnatural wounds and the black energy that occasionally flares from the boy. Friendships that never were. In canon, Naruto was ignored. In this world, he's avoided like the plague. Children don't just refuse to play with him, they cry when he comes near. Parents warn their kids to never speak to him. Sasuke, after the Uchiha massacre, becomes even more withdrawn when near Naruto. He can feel something off about him, a pressure that makes his Sharingan itch. Sakura and Ino whisper rumors that Naruto's cursed blood will infect anyone who gets too close. The loneliness is absolute. Even the faint moments of kindness Naruto receives in canon, a smile from Teuchi at the ramen shop, a word of comfort from Iruka are rarer here, overshadowed by fear. The Mizuki incident, rewritten. The turning point of Naruto's early life comes with Mizuki's betrayal. In canon, Mizuki tricks Naruto into stealing the Forbidden Scroll, revealing that he is the host of the Nine Tails. Naruto learns the truth in a moment of despair but finds courage when Iruka shows him compassion. In this timeline, the scene unfolds with a darker twist. Mizuki doesn't just reveal Kurama's presence. He tells Naruto that he is cursed, that he carries not only the demon fox, but something far worse, something that could one day kill them all. Mizuki doesn't need to lie, he can feel it, just like the rest of the village. Naruto's heart shatters, but instead of breaking down, Sukuna seizes the opportunity. His voice roars in Naruto's head, louder than ever. See? They will never accept you, but you don't need them, you have me. When Mizuki attacks, Naruto's body reacts violently. Black markings spread across his skin. His nails elongate into claws. His eyes flash crimson with vertical slits, then something sharper, crueler, Sukuna's gaze. Iruka shields Naruto, begging him to stop, but the boy is already changing. He doesn't create thousands of shadow clones. Instead, his cursed energy bursts outward, forming jagged slashes in the air that rip Mizuki's weapons apart. And then, blood. Mizuki collapses, body torn with deep, unnatural cuts. He isn't just defeated, he's mutilated. The kind of wound that no one can explain. Iruka, horrified, pulls Naruto back from the brink. Naruto sees what he's done and for the first time, he's afraid of himself. Sukuna laughs. The Hokage's dilemma. After this incident, Hiruzen Sarutobi faces a terrible choice. In canon, he sees Naruto's victory as proof that the boy can be a shinobi. But now, the third Hokage must confront the reality. Naruto's cursed power is uncontrollable. Should he be allowed to train as a ninja, or should he be locked away, sealed, hidden from the world? The elders, especially Danzo, argue for containment. Danzo sees Naruto not as a child, but as a weapon, one he might be able to manipulate for root. The thought of a boy carrying both Kurama and Sukuna's essence is too tempting for him to ignore. Hiruzen resists. He insists that Naruto is still a child of Konoha, still human, but the doubt lingers. For the first time, even the Hokage wonders if Naruto is destined to destroy the village. Naruto's inner conflict. As Naruto grows, his inner world becomes a battleground. He imagines Kurama's cage in his subconscious, the bars glowing with the seal. But in this world, another presence looms. Sukuna doesn't sit behind bars. He lounges like a king in a throne of bones, tattoos glowing, grinning with razor-sharp teeth. Kurama growls at him, hating the intrusion. Sukuna mocks the fox, calling him nothing more than a beast of chakra. You think you're the greatest monster inside this brat? Pathetic. Compared to me, you're a mere animal. Naruto, standing between them, feels small, powerless, caught in a storm of hatred and curses. Both beings demand his submission. Both tempt him with power. But deep inside, Naruto's stubborn will refuses to bend. Even as a child, he screams back, "I don't care what either of you say. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and one day I'll be Hokage." For a moment, both Kurama and Sukuna fall silent. Then they laugh, one with bitterness, the other with a sadistic delight. The cost of power. Naruto's childhood becomes a cycle of rejection, temptation, and resistance. Every time he lashes out, Sukuna grows stronger. Every time he holds back, he feels weaker, mocked by the world for his failures. At the academy, his teachers don't know how to handle him. Some call him hopeless, others call him dangerous. No one truly understands him. Iruka remains his anchor, the one adult who sees Naruto not as a monster but as a boy. Yet even Iruka sometimes wonders if he's raising a shinobi or harboring a curse that could one day kill them all. And Naruto? He dreams of acknowledgement, of proving everyone wrong, but the whispers never stop. The laughter of Sukuna echoes louder each year. Naruto's childhood, already tragic, becomes darker still under Sukuna's shadow. The boy who longed for love grows up in fear, not only the fear others have of him, but the fear he begins to carry of himself. He is a child with two demons inside him, one that hates, one that curses. And as his academy years draw to a close, as he prepares to graduate and join Team 7, the world stands on the brink of something unprecedented. The villagers see a monster, the Hokage sees a dilemma, Naruto sees a dream slipping away. And Sukuna sees opportunity. Because to the king of curses, Naruto's pain is the perfect soil, and from pain grows power. Team 7. The moment Naruto's lonely childhood shifts into something bigger. In canon, this was the beginning of bonds, rivalry, friendship, and a journey toward becoming a true shinobi. But in this alternate world, where Sukuna's cursed energy burns within Naruto, Team 7's story takes on a much darker edge. Because Sukuna doesn't just influence Naruto's battles, he changes the very foundation of Team 7's dynamics. Sasuke feels it, Sakura fears it, Kakashi recognizes it, and Naruto himself struggles every single day not to lose himself in the cursed power whispering inside. On the day Team 7 is formed, the differences are immediately felt. Sakura already looks down on Naruto in canon, but now her disdain is mixed with unease. She doesn't just think he's annoying, she senses that something is wrong with him. When Naruto grins too wide, when his laughter echoes, there's a chill that runs down her spine. Sasuke, ever the prodigy, notices it more sharply. His Sharingan isn't fully awakened yet, but his instincts as an Uchiha tingle whenever Naruto is near. There's power in him, not just chakra, something sharper, more violent. Sasuke doesn't know the word for it, but his pride bristles. Kakashi, meanwhile, hides his concern behind his lazy demeanor. As a veteran, he can feel the cursed energy leaking from Naruto's body. It's nothing like chakra. It twists the air itself. And Kakashi knows that if this boy can't control it, he could be more dangerous than any rogue shinobi. The Bell Test rewritten. The iconic Bell Test, Kakashi's way of testing teamwork, is the first true trial of Team 7. In canon, Naruto rushes in recklessly, gets humiliated, and the team eventually learn the value of working together. But with Sukuna's influence, things spiral differently. Naruto still charges first, eager to prove himself, but when Kakashi easily counters him, Sukuna's mocking laughter fills his ears. Pathetic! He toys with you. Let me show you how to rip him apart. Naruto's frustration boils over. Black markings flicker across his skin. His nails lengthen slightly. A pressure radiates that makes even Kakashi narrow his eye. Naruto swipes, and the air itself splits, a cursed slash aimed at Kakashi. Kakashi barely dodges, his vest shredded open. Sakura screams. Sasuke's eyes widen. And Kakashi, for the first time, realizes that Naruto isn't just reckless, he's harboring a monster even worse than the fox. The battle shifts. Kakashi doesn't just toy with them now, he's alert, serious. He knows he has to keep the boy from losing control. Eventually, the test ends the same way, with Kakashi lecturing them on teamwork, but his words linger on Naruto longer. He pulls him aside afterward, mask serious. Listen, Naruto, whatever that power was, don't use it again. Not unless you want to hurt your friends. Naruto, shaken, nods, but Sukuna chuckles in his mind. Friends, these weaklings, don't fool yourself. You need no one but me. Team missions and early tension. As Team 7 takes on their early D-rank missions, the cursed energy continues to haunt them. Catching cats, pulling weeds, escorting villagers, small tasks, but Naruto's temper makes them dangerous. When teased, his cursed markings flare. When mocked, objects around him split unnaturally. Sakura grows increasingly uneasy. She whispers to Sasuke one evening, "Something's wrong with him. He's not normal. He's scary." Sasuke doesn't disagree, but instead of fear, he feels rivalry. If Naruto has some strange power, Sasuke wants to surpass it. Deep down, though, he wonders, can he? Kakashi observes quietly. He doesn't intervene much, but he starts writing secret reports to the Hokage, warning that Naruto's cursed energy might one day put the village at risk. The wave mission begins. Team 7's first true mission outside the village is to protect Tazuna, the bridge builder. In canon, this mission is where Naruto first confronts death, fear, and the true weight of being a shinobi. In this alternate story, the wave arc becomes even more pivotal, because Sukuna loves blood. When the demon brothers attack, Naruto freezes as usual, but this time, Sukuna seizes the moment. His voice screams inside Naruto's skull, "Kill them! Tear them apart!" Naruto lashes out instinctively, cursed energy exploding. The chains meant for Kakashi are shredded mid-air by invisible slashes. The demon brothers scream as deep cuts appear across their bodies, blood spraying. Team 7 is horrified. Sakura nearly vomits. Sasuke is stunned by the brutality. Kakashi intervenes instantly, knocking Naruto unconscious before he can go further. Later, as Naruto wakes, he sees the terror in Sakura's eyes, the unease in Sasuke's glare. For the first time, he realizes his teammates don't just see him as annoying, they see him as dangerous. Naruto versus fear of death. In canon, Naruto's turning point comes when he stabs his own hand to overcome his fear of dying. He vows to never back down, to fight like a true shinobi. Here, the scene is darker. As Naruto trembles, afraid to face the reality of battle, Sukuna mocks him viciously. Afraid to die? Then let me live for you. All you have to do is give me control. I'll kill anyone who threatens you. I'll paint this pathetic world red. Naruto, desperate, screams back. Instead of stabbing his hand, he grips it until his nails pierce skin, blood dripping. He declares not only to himself but to Sukuna, "I won't let you win, I'll fight on my own." The curse quiets but laughs softly, amused by Naruto's defiance. The Zabuza battle. When Zabuza Momochi appears, the fight becomes a test of survival. Kakashi takes the lead, but when trapped in the water prison, it falls to Naruto and Sasuke to free him. In canon, this is where Naruto's trick with the giant shuriken shows his cleverness. But here, when Naruto feels cornered, Sukuna tempts him again. He whispers strategies darker than Naruto would ever consider. Send the boy in front of you as bait. Let Sasuke bleed. While the enemy is distracted, strike with me, and I'll rip him open. Naruto resists. He doesn't betray Sasuke, but he uses Sukuna's cursed energy in his plan. The shuriken trick still happens, but when Naruto transforms, he unleashes a cursed slash that slices through Zabuza's water clone with terrifying precision. Even Zabuza pauses, unsettled. That kid? He's no ordinary brat. What the hell was that power? Haku, watching from the shadows, frowns. For the first time, even a weapon of Zabuza feels fear for Naruto. The Haku fight, blood and mirrors. The climax of the wave arc, Naruto and Sasuke trapped in Haku's ice mirrors. In canon, Naruto awakens Kurama's chakra after seeing Sasuke nearly die. In this version, Sukuna steps in first. When Sasuke collapses, Naruto's grief and rage boil over. Sukuna seizes control. Black markings spread fully across Naruto's body. His voice deepens with a cruel echo. His movements become inhumanly sharp. Haku launches Senbon. They're shredded mid-air. Naruto slashes at the mirrors, cursed energy cutting through the ice like paper. Haku, shocked, struggles to keep up. He whispers, "What? What is he?" Naruto, half-possessed, grins with Sukuna's mouth. "I'm the one who will tear your soul apart." The brutality is overwhelming. Haku is struck down, body slashed, blood spraying across the mirrors. Sasuke, half-conscious, sees Naruto's transformation and feels both awe and horror. When Zabuza looks on, he realizes this boy isn't just another shinobi. He's something else entirely. Something monstrous. Only Kakashi's intervention pulls Naruto back before he kills Haku outright. Kakashi shouts, forcing Naruto to look at the blood on his hands. Naruto collapses, trembling, tears streaming as Sukuna laughs. Aftermath of the wave arc. In canon, Naruto's words about believing in heroes inspire Inari and the villagers. He leaves the wave country a symbol of hope. Here, the villagers still thank him, but they whisper behind closed doors. They speak not of a hero, but of a cursed child who fights like a demon. Sasuke remains silent, but deep down he feels something ignite. If Naruto has this much power, Sasuke must grow stronger, strong enough to surpass him, strong enough to never be left behind. Sakura, meanwhile, grows conflicted. Part of her pities Naruto, seeing his loneliness, but part of her is terrified. She avoids him when she can, though guilt eats at her. And Kakashi? He writes another report to the Hokage. His words are grim. Uzumaki Naruto possesses abilities beyond my comprehension. This cursed power could protect Konoha or destroy it. For now, he resists its influence, but I fear it's only a matter of time before it consumes him. As Team 7 heads home, Naruto walks quietly behind the others. In canon, he would be shouting about his dream, about becoming Hokage, but now he feels heavy. He remembers Haku's face, the blood on his own hands, the way Sasuke and Sakura looked at him after the battle. For the first time he wonders, maybe the villagers are right. Maybe he really is a monster. Sukuna whispers gently, mockingly. See, they'll never love you, never accept you. But why do you care? Power is yours. Take it, and I'll make you a god. Naruto clenches his fist. He whispers back under his breath. I don't want to be a god, I just want to be me. And Sukuna laughs, long and cruel. The formation of Team 7. The first true bonds of Naruto's life should have been a spark of hope. But under Sukuna's shadow, every moment becomes twisted. Sakura grows wary. Sasuke's rivalry turns darker. Kakashi carries a silent dread. Naruto himself teeters between two worlds, the dream of acknowledgement and the curse of becoming a monster. As the Chunin exams approach, the stage is set for even greater trials. Trials where Sukuna's power won't just be a whisper in the dark, but a roaring flame for the entire world to see. And in the eyes of Orochimaru, the snake who craves forbidden power, Naruto's curse is not something to fear, but something to claim. The Chunin exams. For Naruto, this was supposed to be the moment he stepped out of obscurity, proving himself not just to his village, but to the entire shinobi world. A stage where bonds would be tested, rivalries sharpened, and legends born. But in this alternate story, Naruto carries not only Kurama's fire, but Sukuna's curse. And when the king of curses tastes the blood and chaos of the Chunin exams, he doesn't remain silent. He hungers. The exams, already brutal, become a battlefield for Sukuna's influence, and the shinobi of Konoha will never forget the boy who fought like a demon king. Forest of Death. The beast stirs. The second phase of the exams, the Forest of Death, is where everything begins to unravel. Canon Naruto was frightened, but determined. Here, Sukuna thrives in the danger. As Team 7 enters the forest, the oppressive aura of Sukuna makes Sakura nervous. Even Sasuke feels it, a pressure heavier than the looming threat of other genin. Naruto doesn't realize it, but cursed energy leaks around him, warping the environment. Birds scatter. Insects avoid him. The forest itself seems to recoil. When the giant snake attacks, Sukuna's laughter fills Naruto's skull. Perfect. Blood. Flesh. Let me loose. Naruto fights back without giving full control, but his strikes are sharper, more violent. The snake's body splits open unnaturally as if sliced from the inside out. Sakura gasps. Sasuke stares, unsettled. He knows this isn't Kurama. It's something else. And then, Orochimaru arrives. Orochimaru meets Sukuna. In canon, Orochimaru marks Sasuke, leaving Naruto unconscious after briefly fighting Kurama's chakra. But here, things escalate. When Orochimaru confronts Team 7, his attention shifts immediately to Naruto. He feels Kurama's chakra, but also something alien. Cursed energy. Ancient, malevolent, unlike anything in the shinobi world. Orochimaru's tongue flickers, his eyes gleam. This boy, what delicious power slumbers inside him. Not one beast, but two. Naruto lashes out. Black markings flood his skin, his eyes glint with Sukuna's cruelty. For the first time, Sukuna himself speaks through Naruto's mouth, mocking Orochimaru. You stink of snakes and rot. You think yourself a predator? Pathetic. You're nothing before me. Orochimaru is taken aback. This isn't Kurama. This is something else, something older, crueler. And for the first time, even Orochimaru feels a twinge of fear. Their clash is violent. Orochimaru restrains himself, testing, probing. Naruto's body moves with inhuman sharpness, slashing cursed energy through trees and ground alike. Orochimaru chuckles even as he bleeds. This child, he will surpass any vessel I've ever dreamed of. Eventually, Orochimaru still marks Sasuke with the cursed seal. But now, he leaves with another obsession, capturing Naruto and unraveling the mystery of the curse inside him. The written exam reimagined. The first phase of the exams, the written test, was already designed to pressure Genin into using intelligence and teamwork. Naruto canonically passed with sheer willpower, refusing to give up. Here, Sukuna taunts him the entire time. What's the point of these pathetic scribbles? Let me kill the proctor and we'll see who's worthy. Naruto clenches his fist, sweating, resisting. Finally, when Ibiki challenges them with the final question, Naruto slams his hands down, shouting his refusal to quit. But the outburst is more terrifying than inspiring. Cursed energy flares, making nearby candidates flinch in their seats. Ibiki narrows his eyes. He doesn't just see determination. He sees a boy on the edge of something monstrous. Team dynamics shift. After Orochimaru's attack, Team 7 fractures. Sasuke, marked by the cursed seal, becomes obsessed with power. He looks at Naruto with envy and disgust. If Naruto can wield this cursed force, then Sasuke must surpass it, no matter the cost. Sakura, shaken by Naruto's transformation, begins to fear him openly. She avoids his gaze, her hands trembling whenever his markings flare. Guilt gnaws at her, but fear wins. And Naruto? He feels the weight of both rejection and temptation. Sukuna grows louder, mocking Sakura's fear, feeding on Sasuke's jealousy, urging Naruto to abandon them both. See, they'll never trust you, but why would you need them? With me, you could tear through this world, become its king. Preliminary matches, Naruto vs. Kiba. In canon, Naruto vs. Kiba was a comedic underdog victory, but with Sukuna's influence, the fight becomes brutal. Kiba charges with Akamaru, confident, mocking Naruto, but Naruto's frustration boils over. He doesn't just fight clumsily, he taps into cursed energy. When Kiba lands a hit, Sukuna whispers, "Kill the dog, rip his throat." Naruto slashes with cursed claws, cutting Kiba's jacket and skin. The arena gasps as blood drips. Naruto's grin twists unnaturally. For a moment, he looks less like a boy and more like a predator. The fight ends with Naruto's victory, but not with laughter. The proctors watch uneasily. The other genin whisper, and Kiba, clutching his wounds, stares at Naruto in horror. Hinata versus Neji, Naruto's fury. When Hinata faces Neji, the story mirrors canon. Neji beats her mercilessly, declaring fate unchangeable. But Naruto's reaction is even more intense. In canon, he shouted encouragement. Here, his anger triggers Sukuna's hunger. As Neji strikes Hinata down, Naruto's markings flare. He slams his fist into the railing, cursed energy cracking the wood. His voice booms with Sukuna's echo. "Stop, or I'll tear you apart." The entire stadium freezes. For a moment, even the proctors hesitate. Neji turns, unnerved, as Naruto glares with Sukuna's crimson eyes. Hinata still collapses, but Naruto's vow becomes darker. He doesn't just promise to beat Neji, he promises to break him. Naruto versus Neji, curse versus fate. This is a true showcase of Sukuna's power. In canon, Naruto inspires everyone by proving that destiny can be defied. He wins through stubbornness and clever use of Kurama's chakra. Here, when Neji blocks his chakra with gentle fist, Naruto should be helpless. But Sukuna doesn't use chakra, he uses cursed energy. Neji's Byakugan widens as Naruto rises again, markings covering his face, energy swirling like shadows. "Your fate means nothing to me." Sukuna's voice growls through Naruto. "I cut what I wish, I kill who I want." The clash is violent. Neji strikes land, but cursed energy protects Naruto's body unnaturally. Then, with a slash of invisible force, Naruto cuts through Neji's defenses. The arena gasps as Neji's arm splits open, blood pouring. Naruto stands over him, panting, half-possessed. Sand claws clash with cursed slashes. The ground splits, the walls crumble. Spectators scream as debris rains down. And Sukuna laughs with delight. "Yes, this is what you were born for. Blood against blood, monster against monster." The battle spirals into chaos. Kurama's chakra and Sukuna's energy merge within Naruto, creating a terrifying hybrid form. His face is half-marked, half-fox, his eyes glowing with layered malice. Gaara, for the first time, feels fear, not of loneliness, but of death. When Naruto finally pins Gaara, Sukuna urges him to kill, to end it, to slice the boy into ribbons. Naruto trembles, blade-like markings inches from Gaara's throat, but he remembers Haku's face. He remembers Iruka's words. He remembers his vow, to protect, not to destroy. With a scream of defiance, he pulls back, collapsing. Sukuna roars in rage inside his mind. But Gaara, shaken, whispers words that will haunt him. "You're just like me, but worse." The village reacts. After the exams, Konoha doesn't celebrate Naruto. They whisper of him in fear. The villagers saw a boy unleash cursed power beyond comprehension. Some call him a weapon. Others call him a curse. Parents warn their children not to get near him. Even the other genin keep their distance. Shikamaru eyes him cautiously. Rock Lee, though respectful, acknowledges the danger. Kiba avoids him entirely. Only Hinata, timid but kind, still looks at him with compassion, though even she trembles when his markings flare. The Hokage, Hiruzen, is troubled. He knows Naruto's dream of acknowledgement burns stronger than ever, but he also knows that the village may never see him as a hero, only as a demon. And somewhere in the shadows, Orochimaru smiles. "The boy is mine. One day, I'll claim the curse within him." The Chunin exams, meant to test courage, strategy, and growth, instead revealed something horrifying to the world of shinobi. Naruto Uzumaki did not simply fight as a genin, he fought as a vessel of curses, a monster cloaked in black power, a boy walking the edge of humanity. For Sasuke, it stoked jealousy and desperation. For Sakura, it deepened her fear. For Kakashi, it confirmed his worst suspicions. And for Naruto himself, it planted doubt. Could he really become Hokage if everyone saw him as a curse? Could he still be human when Sukuna whispered constantly of blood and slaughter? The exams ended not with cheers, but with unease, and as the shadows of Orochimaru lengthened, as the village whispered of the cursed child, Naruto's journey grew darker still. Because the world had seen a glimpse of Sukuna's power, and it would never forget. The Chunin exams left the world shaken. Naruto had proven himself strong, but his cursed energy and Sukuna's influence had turned his victories into spectacles of terror. Now, as the dust settles, new storms rise. Orochimaru, wounded yet obsessed, seeks new power. The village reels from the invasion, and Naruto, still determined to become Hokage, is about to step into his next great trial, the search for Tsunade. But with Sukuna's whispers echoing louder than ever, this journey will not only test Naruto's dream, but also his soul. And when Sasuke finally turns his back on Konoha, it won't just be the valley of the end that trembles. It will be the thin line holding Naruto's humanity together. After the invasion, Naruto is taken under the wing of Jiraiya, the Toad Sage. Canonically, Jiraiya aimed to help Naruto control Kurama's chakra, but here, there is another presence to contend with. During meditation exercises, Jiraiya senses Sukuna's cursed energy for the first time. He grimaces, frowning. This isn't the fox. This is something else entirely. What the hell are you carrying, kid? Naruto shrugs, embarrassed. It's just something inside me, like the fox, but different. Sukuna laughs in his head. Oh, how quaint. Another fool thinking he can tame me? When Jiraiya pushes Naruto to summon toads, Sukuna interferes, distorting Naruto's chakra. Instead of Gamabunta, Naruto nearly summons a twisted creature, a malformed, cursed toad that horrifies Jiraiya. He immediately cancels the jutsu, sweating. From then on, Jiraiya approaches training differently. He realizes Naruto doesn't just need discipline. He needs chains to keep his curse in check. He places sealing talismans on Naruto's body, temporary restraints to suppress cursed energy. But Naruto hates them. He feels weaker, restrained, mocked, and Sukuna never misses a chance to whisper, "Why do you let him bind you like a dog? You could kill him in an instant. You could kill them all." The encounter with Itachi. Canon Naruto's journey with Jiraiya is interrupted when Itachi and Kisame appear, hunting him. In this timeline, the encounter is far more volatile. When Itachi traps Naruto in genjutsu, Sukuna snarls. He tears at the illusion from within, forcing Naruto awake far quicker than in canon. Naruto's eyes glow with Sukuna's crimson malice. Kisame laughs, impressed. Ha, the brat's scarier than the Nine Tails itself. Itachi, however, is unsettled. He gazes at Naruto and sees something even the Uchiha can't name. A curse older than chakra, older than bloodlines. For a fleeting second, even the stoic Itachi feels unease. Their clash forces Jiraiya to intervene sooner. He drives them off, but the message is clear. Naruto is being hunted not just as a Jinchuriki, but as a vessel of something no one understands. The search for Tsunade, the gamble of curses. As Jiraiya and Naruto search for Tsunade, Naruto's resolve wavers. In canon, he's hopeful, determined. Here, he is plagued by doubt. He remembers Gaara's words, "You're just like me, but worse." He remembers the horrified stares of the villagers during the exams. He wonders if Hokage is a dream he can ever achieve when the world sees him as a monster. Sukuna mocks his insecurity. "Hokage, they'd sooner burn you at the stake, but I can give you something better. Not their respect, their fear. Fear lasts longer." When Naruto finally meets Tsunade, their conversation cuts deeper. She calls his dream foolish, mocking his childish faith in Hokage. In canon, Naruto answers with fiery determination. Here, his reply trembles with desperation. You don't get it. I have to become Hokage. If I don't, then what am I? Just a monster? Tsunade pauses, seeing the pain behind his eyes. For the first time, she doesn't just see a brat, she sees a cursed child caring too much. Their bond grows, but differently. Tsunade still agrees to become Hokage after being inspired by Naruto's spirit, but she also takes on a heavier responsibility, keeping watch over the boy who carries two demons. Naruto versus Kabuto Cursed Techniques. Awaken. During the fight against Kabuto, Naruto is pushed to the brink. In canon, he masters the Rasengan in desperation. Here, he taps into both the Rasengan and Sukuna's cursed techniques. As Kabuto dodges, Naruto's frustration boils. Sukuna whispers, "Focus, cut, slice, destroy." Suddenly, alongside the Rasengan, Naruto's hand manifests cursed slashes, black lines of energy that tear through the earth. Kabuto is forced onto the defensive, shocked by the boy's dual abilities. The Rasengan still lands, but the battlefield is left scarred with cuts deeper than any kunai. Jiraiya and Tsunade exchange glances, realizing Sukuna's techniques are evolving within Naruto, techniques that no shinobi could ever replicate. Naruto collapses afterward, exhausted, terrified of himself, but Sukuna purrs in satisfaction. Good. You're learning. The growing rift with Sasuke. Back in Konoha, Sasuke's jealousy of Naruto intensifies. In canon, Naruto's progress with Rasengan already pushed Sasuke toward darkness. Here, the cursed energy makes it worse. Sasuke sees Naruto's monstrous displays in the exams, his sudden growth in power, and feels overshadowed. Every victory Naruto claims with Sukuna's aid feels like a personal insult to Sasuke's pride. The rooftop confrontation between them becomes more violent. Their jutsu clash, Rasengan versus Chidori, is infused with Sukuna's cursed power. The result isn't just a crater in the rooftop. It's devastation that shakes the entire building, nearly killing onlookers. Kakashi arrives in time to stop them, but his fear grows. He sees that this rivalry is no longer about bonds. It's about survival. Sasuke's departure, Orochimaru's promise. When the Sound Four arrive to lure Sasuke, the seeds planted by Orochimaru and watered by jealousy finally bloom. Sasuke leaves the village, consumed by his desire for power. In canon, Naruto chases after him as a friend. Here, he chases after him as both friend and rival, but also as the one person who still made him feel less alone. Sukuna mocks him during the pursuit. Why chase him? He's nothing compared to you. Let him go. Let him rot. You'll surpass him easily if you give me control. But Naruto refuses. For him, Sasuke isn't just a rival. He's proof that Naruto isn't the only one cursed by pain. The Retrieval Squad, Shadows of Doubt, Shikamaru, Kiba, Neji, Choji, and Naruto form the squad to bring Sasuke back. But tension runs high. The others whisper uneasily about Naruto's cursed power. Neji warns Shikamaru, if he loses control, we may face two enemies. Naruto overhears. His heart sinks. Even among comrades, he's a threat. Sukuna revels in the alienation. See, even they don't trust you. Why save them? Why save anyone? Naruto versus Kimimaro, a mirror of monsters. When Naruto faces Kimimaro, Sukuna's bloodlust surges. Kimimaro's bone techniques fascinate the curse within Naruto. Sukuna laughs. This one at least understands beauty. Death made flesh. Their battle becomes grotesque. Naruto's cursed slashes clash against Kimimaro's bone spears, the forest shredded around them. Kimimaro acknowledges Naruto, not as a weakling, but as another monster. You're like me, Kimimaro says, coughing blood, a body twisted by something greater, but unlike me, you'll never be loved. The words pierce Naruto deeply. Sukuna roars in laughter, feeding on his despair. At last, Naruto catches Sasuke at the Valley of the End. The stage is set for their legendary clash, but Sukuna's presence changes everything. In canon, Naruto pleads with Sasuke, fights with Kurama's chakra, and refuses to let him go. Here, Sukuna views Sasuke as an obstacle to domination. The battle is vicious. Chidori clashes with Rasengan infused, not just with Kurama's chakra, but Sukuna's cursed energy. The statues of Hashirama and Madara crack under the force. Sasuke snarls, "You're not even human anymore? You fight like a demon." Naruto screams back, "I don't care what I am, I won't let you leave." But Sukuna's voice twists his shout. "Stop pretending, brat. You want to kill him. Admit it. Feel it. Do it." At one point, Sukuna nearly seizes full control. Naruto's body grins with Sukuna's mouth, eyes gleaming with sadism, claws dripping cursed energy. He drives Sasuke to the brink of death. But then, Naruto remembers his promise, his vow to never let Sasuke fall into darkness. With sheer will, he forces Sukuna back, tears streaming as he clashes one final time with his rival. The explosion of power leaves both battered, broken. As in canon, Sasuke wins narrowly, leaving Naruto unconscious. But the victory is hollow. Sasuke looks down at his friend, marked with curses and whispers. "You're already a monster. I can't walk the same path as you." And with that, he leaves. Naruto is carried back to Konoha, his body scarred by both battle and cursed energy backlash. Tsunade heals him, but the village whispers louder than ever. Some say he fought bravely to stop Sasuke. Others say the cursed child nearly destroyed the valley itself. Rumors spread that Sukuna nearly manifested fully, that Naruto's body is no longer entirely his own. Naruto wakes, devastated. He failed to bring Sasuke back. He failed his promise, and worst of all, he feels Sukuna laughing in triumph. You see, no matter how hard you fight, you'll always lose, because deep down, you and I are the same. The search for Tsunade gave Naruto new mentors, new power, and new scars. The Sasuke retrieval arc tested his bonds, his will, and his humanity, and in the end, he lost. Sasuke walked into darkness. The village fears him more than ever, and Sukuna whispers louder, feeding on Naruto's despair. But Naruto is not broken. He still clings to his dream, however fragile. He still clings to the hope of saving Sasuke. Yet, as Shippuden dawns, one question looms: how long can Naruto resist Sukuna's call before the King of Curses takes everything? 2.5 years pass. Naruto Uzumaki returns to Konoha after training with Jiraiya, taller, stronger, wiser. In canon, this was the dawn of Shippuden, Naruto's chance to show how much he had grown, his determination sharper than ever. But in this alternate story, Naruto didn't just train to control Kurama's chakra. He spent years resisting Sukuna's whispers, his cursed energy threatening to consume him every day. And though he's stronger, the King of Curses has not gone silent. He has grown, evolved, and sharpened his claws within Naruto's soul. The boy returns to Konoha, but so too does the shadow of Sukuna. A changed Naruto. When Naruto first steps into Konoha, his smile is still there. He greets old friends, boasts about his training, and claims he's ready to bring Sasuke back. But beneath the surface, there's a heaviness. His chakra control has improved, but cursed energy still leaks. Villagers feel it when he passes, a shiver down their spine, a weight in the air. Some smile at him politely, but others still whisper, "The cursed child has returned." Sakura notices it immediately. Though she's glad to see him, she can't ignore the markings that flicker faintly on his skin when he gets emotional. Kakashi, too, senses the growth and the danger. Naruto has matured, but Sukuna has matured with him. And unlike Kurama, Sukuna doesn't just resist cooperation. He schemes. Reunion with Sasuke, Sukuna's rage. The first major arc of Shippuden brings Naruto face to face with Sasuke at Orochimaru's hideout. In canon, Sasuke easily overpowers Naruto, even suppressing Kurama with his Sharingan. Here, when Sasuke mocks Naruto, Sukuna erupts. "This fool dares belittle you? Tear him apart." Naruto's markings spread violently. His eyes shift, layered with both Kurama's slit and Sukuna's crimson malice. The ground around him cracks as cursed energy floods the hideout. For the first time, Sasuke falters. His Sharingan trembles at the sight of Sukuna's power. Orochimaru, watching, licks his lips, fascinated. Yes, this boy is no Jinchuriki. He is a god of curses waiting to awaken. The clash between them shakes the base. Naruto, nearly consumed, lunges with cursed claws, forcing Sasuke to defend with lightning-imbued Chidori. The explosion is catastrophic. In the end, Sasuke still walks away, but he does so with unease. He sees Naruto not just as a rival, but as a threat unlike any other. The Akatsuki's new interest. In canon, the Akatsuki hunted Jinchuriki to extract the tailed beast. Here, they realize Naruto is not just the host of Kurama. He is host to something even stranger. Itachi reports back. The boy carries another power. Not chakra, not biju. Something I cannot define. Pain. Leader of the Akatsuki narrows his eyes. If this curse exists outside our understanding, it may threaten our plans, or it may serve them. Capture him at all costs. Suddenly, Naruto becomes more than just another target. He becomes a mystery the Akatsuki cannot ignore. Training with Jiraiya. The seal struggles. Jiraiya works harder than ever to train Naruto. He teaches him the basics of wind nature, guiding him toward the Rasen Shuriken. But cursed energy interferes constantly. When Naruto channels wind chakra, slashes of cursed energy burst out uncontrollably, shredding trees and stone. Jiraiya places new seals on him, but they weaken quickly. During one session, Naruto collapses, unconscious. In his mind, he finds himself not just before Kurama's cage, but before Sukuna's throne. Sukuna sits lazily, tattoos glowing, his grin wide. You've grown stronger, brat, but so have I. This body is mine, it's only a matter of time. Naruto screams, charging him, but Sukuna's aura alone crushes him to his knees. The king of curses leans forward. You fight for acknowledgement, I fight for domination, and I always win. Naruto wakes, drenched in sweat, terrified. The Kazekage rescue, Gaara's recognition. When Gaara is captured by Deidara and Sasori, Naruto rushes to save him. Their bond as fellow Jinchuriki burns strongly. But when Gaara sees Naruto again, he notices the cursed energy immediately. You've changed, Gaara says quietly. I thought I was the only one consumed by a monster, but what's inside you, it feels worse. Naruto clenches his fist, ashamed. I'll control it. I have to. During the battle against Deidara, Naruto loses control briefly. Sukuna slashes, tearing through the landscape. Deidara, normally arrogant, flees faster than expected, shaken by the cursed power. When Gaara is revived, he tells Naruto, You walk a path even darker than mine, but if you can endure it, you may prove curses wrong. Naruto is left pondering. Can someone cursed by two demons still be a hero? Sai and team dynamics. With the Sasuke gone, Team 7 gains Sai. In canon, Sai's bluntness causes tension. But here, it's worse. Sai doesn't mince words. You scare people. You're not human. You're a curse given flesh. Naruto explodes, cursed markings spreading, nearly attacking Sai. Only Yamato's wood release suppresses him. Yamato, who can sense tailed beasts, is horrified by Sukuna's energy. This isn't just Kurama. This is something else entirely. He warns Tsunade, if Naruto loses control, I may not be able to stop him. We need a plan. Naruto versus Orochimaru, the Unleashing. The legendary fight against Orochimaru is even more terrifying in this timeline. In canon, Naruto uses Kurama's Four Tails form, devastating the battlefield. Here, Sukuna fights for dominance alongside Kurama. Naruto's body twists with fox chakra and cursed energy merging. His skin cracks with black lines, his face half fox, half marked by Sukuna. A hybrid form is born, a monstrosity neither Kurama nor Sukuna alone could create. Orochimaru laughs with glee as the abomination tears through forests. Yes, this is the vessel I've longed for. Jiraiya and Yamato barely restrain Naruto afterwards. His body collapses, broken, his soul trembling. Inside his mind, Sukuna sits smugly. You see, with the fox I am unstoppable. Why resist me? Together we can crush gods. Naruto sobs. I'll never give in. I'll never be like you. But Sukuna only laughs, his voice echoing endlessly. The encounter with Sasuke, curse against curse. When Naruto finally sees Sasuke again at Orochimaru's hideout, the tension is unbearable. Sasuke's new powers radiate, but so does Sukuna's curse. Their clash nearly destroys the base. Sasuke's Sharingan pierces through Naruto's movements, but Sukuna counters with inhuman precision. At one point, Naruto nearly impales Sasuke with a cursed slash. Orochimaru watches, trembling with excitement. These two, they are the future of chaos. In the end, Sasuke suppresses Kurama briefly as in canon, but even he can't suppress Sukuna. The cursed king laughs in Sasuke's face. Your eyes won't save you, boy. One day, you'll kneel before me. Sasuke walks away unsettled, realizing Naruto isn't just a rival anymore, he's a nightmare waiting to happen. The Akatsuki's hunt intensifies. As Shippuden continues, the Akatsuki's plans shift. Capturing the tailed beast remains crucial, but Naruto becomes a higher priority, not only because of Kurama, but because Sukuna's energy may rival even the Sage of Six Paths' legacy. Pain himself becomes obsessed. This curse, if controlled, it could amplify my dream of peace. If left unchecked, it could end the world. Itachi warns against underestimating Naruto. He resists, but if the curse wins, none of us could stop him. As battles rage on, Naruto's relationship strain, Sakura tries to comfort him, but her fear still shows. Sai remains blunt. Yamato watches him constantly. Even villagers who once warmed to him step back. Children whisper of his cursed markings. Mothers tell their kids to avoid the Hokage's apprentice. Naruto smiles through it, but at night, he breaks. Sitting alone, he whispers to himself, "I'll prove them wrong. I'll prove I'm not a monster." Sukuna's laughter answers, "Monster or not, you'll never be accepted. Embrace me, and at least you'll never be weak again." The arc of Shippuden is building toward Pain's invasion. In canon, this is Naruto's triumph, his moment of recognition. But with Sukuna inside him, the stakes are doubled. Because when Pain comes to Konoha, it won't just be Kurama's rage Naruto must unleash, it will be Sukuna's domain, Malevolent Shrine, threatening to manifest for the first time in the Shinobi world. Naruto doesn't know it yet, but the King of Curses is done waiting. He's ready to step into the world fully, and Pain's war will be the perfect battlefield. Shippuden begins not with hope, but with dread. Naruto has grown stronger, but so has Sukuna. His cursed energy warps every battle, every friendship, every step of his journey. The Akatsuki fear him, Orochimaru craves him, Sasuke resents him, and the village whispers still of the cursed child. Naruto dreams of acknowledgement, but all he feels is isolation. And inside, Sukuna whispers endlessly, "You can't escape me, you are me." The King of Curses stirs, hungrier than ever, and as Pain prepares to march on Konoha, Naruto stands on the edge of a nightmare that could consume the Shinobi world. Konoha stands proud, its people living in fragile peace, but far away, Pain, the leader of the Akatsuki, prepares his assault. In canon, the invasion becomes Naruto's greatest triumph, the moment when the village finally recognizes him as its savior. But in this alternate world, Naruto carries more than Kurama. Sukuna, the King of Curses, slumbers within, whispering, mocking, waiting. And when Pain descends upon Konoha, the stage is set not just for Naruto's heroism, but for Sukuna's awakening. The clash between God and curse will shake the Shinobi world to its core. The fall of Konoha. Pain's six paths march through Konoha, destroying everything in sight. Buildings collapse, Shinobi fall, and chaos reigns. Konohan scream as the sky darkens. Tsunade, weary yet determined, does her best to protect the village. But when Pain unleashes the devastating Shinra Tensei, the village is reduced to rubble in an instant. Naruto, training on Mount Myoboku, feels it in his bones. Kurama roars inside him. But louder than that, Sukuna laughs. Yes, death, suffering. This is the stage I have longed for. Fukasaku and Shima rush Naruto to Konoha, and when he arrives, the village is gone. Only ruins remain. Naruto versus Pain. Naruto enters the battlefield in Sage mode, just as in canon. The Toads flank him. His presence radiates calm power. Survivors of the attack look up with awe. But in this version, whispers of fear follow him. The cursed child has returned. Will he save us or destroy us too? Naruto doesn't care. He leaps into battle against the six paths. The fight is fierce. Sage mode allows him to match them blow for blow. Rasen shurikens slice through bodies. Toads fight valiantly. Yet Pain's true strength lies in his godlike abilities. Shinra Tensei, Bansho Tenzin, the shared vision of the Rinnegan. Slowly, Naruto is cornered. And that's when Sukuna begins to stir. Hinata's intervention. As in canon, Hinata rushes into battle when Naruto is pinned by Pain. She confesses her love, fights bravely, and is struck down brutally. Naruto's scream echoes through the ruins. His fury surges, Kurama's chakra bursting forth. But this time, Sukuna joins in. The seal trembles, Black markings flood Naruto's body alongside crimson chakra. His form twists into something neither fully fox nor fully cursed, a hybrid abomination. The ground cracks, the air distorts, survivors scream as the pressure crushes them. Even Pain stares, unsettled. This is not the Nine Tails, what are you? And from Naruto's mouth, Sukuna answers, his voice layered with malice. I am the king of curses and you are nothing. Sukuna versus Pain. The battlefield becomes unrecognizable. Pain uses Shinra Tensei to repel attacks, but Sukuna's cursed slashes tear through the force, cutting buildings and mountains in the distance. Each strike is precise, merciless. The Deva path staggers as Sukuna laughs, moving with terrifying speed. A god. You? Pathetic. I'll show you what real divinity looks like. Pain summons creatures to overwhelm him, but Sukuna's claws and cursed energy rip them apart in seconds. Blood rains, dust rises, the sky turns red with cursed aura. The survivors of Konoha don't cheer, they tremble. To them, it looks less like salvation and more like one monster replacing another. Kurama and Sukuna, a struggle within. Inside Naruto's mind, chaos unfolds. Kurama roars, furious that Sukuna is stealing control. This is my vessel, curse. Get out, Sukuna grins, lounging on his throne of bones. Yours? No. He belongs to me now. Naruto's consciousness floats between them, torn. He sees Hinata's body, his destroyed village, his friends' lives hanging in the balance. He wants power to save them, but whose power will he take? Kurama offers rage, chakra, destruction. Sukuna offers precision, cruelty, godhood. Both demand submission. Naruto screams, I won't be your puppet. I'll fight with my own will. But Sukuna's laughter shakes the cage. You already are mine, boy. Every time you bleed, every time you rage, you feed me. And now I feast. The domain expansion. Malevolent Shrine. As the battle escalates, Sukuna does something unthinkable. He manifests his domain expansion through Naruto's body. The air distorts. Black and crimson markings spread across the ruins of Konoha. The world itself bends. Malevolent Shrine. An area spanning hundreds of meters erupts into cursed destruction. Every structure is slashed, every surface scarred. The surviving villagers barely escape as the domain shreds everything within range. Pain's bodies are sliced apart one by one, their vision overwhelmed. Even the Deva path falters, bleeding from unseen cuts. For the first time, Pain, the self-proclaimed god, feels fear. This power, it defies ninjutsu, taijutsu, genjutsu. What is he? Naruto's humanity fights back. Amid the devastation, Naruto's soul claws for control. He sees the villagers watching in terror. He hears Hinata's fading voice. He remembers his dream of becoming Hokage, not as a monster, but as a protector. He fights inside his mind, grappling with Sukuna. You won't take this from me. This is my body, my dream. Kurama surprisingly joins him. Brat, I won't let him have you. You're mine, and mine alone. For the first time, Kurama and Naruto stand side by side against Sukuna. The curse snarls, amused. 2 against 1? Very well, but remember, curses never die. Through sheer will, Naruto suppresses the domain. The markings fade, the cursed slashes cease, Pain staggers. But Naruto, battered, bloodied, retakes control. The talk with Nagato, a different ending. In canon, Naruto confronts Nagato, learns of his pain, and chooses to believe in peace. Here, the conversation takes on a darker tone. Nagato, weakened, stares at Naruto. You're no ordinary Jinchuriki. What are you? Naruto, trembling, answers honestly. I don't know. I carry the 9 tails and something else. Something I can barely control. But I'm still me. I'm still Naruto Uzumaki. And I'll find a way to break the cycle of hate without becoming a curse. Nagato sees sincerity in his eyes. Despite the monster within, he remembers Yahiko, his lost friend, and makes the same choice, to believe in Naruto's dream. He revives the fallen of Konoha before dying. But as he fades, he whispers, You carry a curse that could destroy the world. Pray you never lose yourself to it. Konoha's reaction, savior or monster? When Naruto returns to the village, resurrected villagers cheer. They call him their savior. For a brief moment, he feels the acknowledgement he always dreamed of. But not everyone celebrates. Shinobi whisper of the domain they saw. The black shrine of slaughter. Parents clutch their children tighter. Some bow in gratitude, others avert their eyes in fear. Tsunade, watching from afar, sighs heavily. He saved us, but at what cost? Even Kakashi wonders, is he the village's hero or the curse that will one day end it? At night, Naruto stands atop the ruins staring at the stars. He should feel joy. He saved everyone. He's finally recognized, but all he feels is emptiness. He remembers the look in their eyes, not just awe, fear. He whispers to himself, will I ever be Hokage if they only see me as a monster? Sukuna answers softly, smugly. Why settle for Hokage? You could be so much more. A king, a god. Their fear is worth more than their love. Naruto clenches his fist. No, I'll prove you wrong. I'll prove to everyone I'm not you. Sukuna chuckles. We'll see, brat, we'll see. The Pain invasion ends with Konoha restored, its people alive, its enemy defeated. Naruto is hailed as a savior, yet the shadow of Sukuna looms larger than ever. For the first time, the Shinobi world glimpsed the king of Curse's domain, Malevolent Shrine, unleashed upon their land. And though Naruto suppressed it, the memory lingers. The village sees a hero, but they also see a monster, and Naruto himself wonders which one he truly is. As the fourth great ninja war looms, one truth becomes clear. If Sukuna rises again, the world may not survive. The world teeters on the edge of annihilation. The fourth great ninja war begins. Shinobi from every village uniting against the overwhelming threat of Madara, Obito, and the Akatsuki's army. In canon, this war is Naruto's crucible, the moment he grows into the savior of the world. But in this story, Naruto carries not just the Nine Tails. He carries Sukuna, the king of curses. And as armies clash and gods rise, Sukuna no longer intends to whisper from the shadows. He intends to step into the light. This is not just a war between nations. This is a war between shinobi and curses. When the allied shinobi forces assemble, Naruto's presence is both inspiring and terrifying. Onoki, the Tsuchikage, mutters under his breath, that boy, he carries the Nine Tails and something else. Can we really trust him? The Raikage narrows his eyes. If he loses control, he could wipe us all out. Gaara, calm but firm, defends him. Naruto has always fought for his friends. He saved me when no one else could. If anyone can resist a curse, it's him. Yet even Gaara admits privately that Sukuna's aura unsettles him. The boy who once inspired hope now carries the weight of fear across the battlefield. Naruto versus the white Zetsu army. Naruto joins the front lines, clones flooding the battlefield. In canon, his shadow clones with Kurama's chakra turn the tide. Here, they are even more devastating, because each clone carries a trace of cursed energy. The Zetsu soldiers are shredded mercilessly, bodies collapsing under invisible slashes. Allies watch in awe and horror. Shinobi whisper, is he saving us or enjoying this too much? Sukuna laughs inside Naruto's head. Blood, war, chaos. This is my playground. Let go, brat. Let me show them a true massacre. Naruto resists, but his eyes flicker crimson too often. The line between hero and curse blurs. Sukuna's fascination. Kabuto unleashes his Edo Tensei army, legendary shinobi resurrected from the dead. Naruto faces enemies from history itself. When he encounters reanimated Kaguya, Sukuna grins. Ah, bodies that should be rotting, walking again. Beautiful. This jutsu is almost as elegant as my domain. During the fight against the reanimated third Raikage, Naruto struggles to match the man's legendary power. Cursed energy erupts from him instinctively, slicing through the Raikage's defenses where chakra alone would fail. The battlefield freezes. For the first time, even legends of the past acknowledge Naruto not as a mere Jinchuriki, but as something unnatural. As the battles intensify, Naruto collapses from exhaustion. Within his mind, Kurama and Sukuna battle for dominance. Kurama snarls, chains of chakra wrapping around Sukuna's throne. You will not have him. Sukuna breaks the chains effortlessly, laughing. You're a beast on a leash. I am a god unbound. This vessel will be mine. Naruto stands between them, trembling. Enough! You're both wrong. This is my body, my will. Kurama pauses. For the first time, he sees Naruto not as a jailer, but as a partner. Slowly, he lends his power willingly. If you want to resist him, then take my chakra. Use it as your own. Sukuna grins wider, so the fox finally bows. How pitiful. Naruto seizes Kurama's chakra, his form blazing golden, but tainted with streaks of black markings. A hybrid, half light, half curse. A vessel of two monsters, yet still clinging to his humanity. Obito's challenge. When Obito reveals himself as the mastermind, Naruto confronts him. Their dialogue is pivotal in canon. Obito's nihilism versus Naruto's hope. Here, Obito sneers, you're no hero. You carry a curse worse than mine. Why fight for a world that will always fear you? Naruto clenches his fists, markings flickering. Because even if they fear me, I'll protect them anyway. That's my way of the ninja. Sukuna scoffs. Fool, why protect those who spit on you? Crush them, rule them, make them kneel. The contrast sharpens. Obito preaches despair, Sukuna preaches domination. Naruto stands between, declaring stubbornly, I'll create a future where neither despair nor curses win. The words inspire allies, but inside, Naruto feels the strain of balancing two devils. Madara Uchiha versus Sukuna's vessel. When Madara enters the battlefield, the world trembles. In canon, his power overwhelms entire armies. In this story, he recognizes Naruto's curse immediately. His Rinnegan gleams as he smirks. You're interesting. Not just a nine-tails brat. What is that power within you? It reeks of something older than chakra. Naruto glares, curse markings spreading. It doesn't matter. I'll stop you. Their clash is apocalyptic. Madara's meteors descend, but Sukuna's curse slashes carve through them midair, splitting stone with surgical precision. The ground shakes as Rasen shurikens, laced with cursed energy, explode across the battlefield. Madara laughs, exhilarated. Yes! This is the fight I've longed for. But inside, Sukuna sneers. You think yourself a god, Uchiha? I'll show you what a real god looks like when I take this vessel fully. The allied Shinobi's fear. As Naruto battles Madara, the Alliance watches. They cheer his victories, but whisper uneasily. Did you see that? His jutsu. It wasn't chakra. It felt like the air itself was cutting us. If he loses control, he'll kill us too. Even comrades begin to distance themselves. Some shinobi start praying not only for Naruto's success, but for his restraint. The irony is clear. Naruto saves them, but every victory makes them fear him more. The Ten Tails awakens. The war escalates when the Ten Tails is revived. Its monstrous presence threatens to erase the world. The Alliance rallies desperately. Naruto channels Kurama's full power alongside cursed energy. His body glows gold, but black tattoos burn across his skin, forming grotesque patterns. Allies gasp at the sight, a divine savior cloaked in curses. When the Ten Tails fires its devastating blasts, Naruto counters with cursed enhanced Rasen Shuriken, splitting the attacks apart. The shockwaves devastate the land for miles. Obito snarls, You shouldn't even exist. You're a contradiction, a monster trying to play hero. Naruto shouts back, Maybe I am a monster, but I'll use this curse to protect the people I love. Sukuna chuckles darkly inside him. Keep lying to yourself, brat. You'll see, in the end, love won't save you. During the climax against Obito as a Ten Tails Jinchuriki, Naruto is nearly overwhelmed. The sheer force of the enemy crushes him into the dirt. Sukuna whispers, Let me out. Just once. I'll end this war in seconds. Naruto resists, but his body begins to fracture under the pressure. At the brink of death, Sukuna's markings erupt uncontrollably. For a split second, Malevolent Shrine manifests on the battlefield. Entire squads, shinobi and zetsu alike, are shredded by invisible cuts. The Ten Tails roars in pain as cursed energy slices its flesh. Even Obito staggers, screaming as his Jinchuriki form is wounded. The Alliance watches in horror. Thousands saved, thousands killed. The line between savior and curse blurs completely. Naruto collapses afterward, unconscious. Sukuna chuckles within him. See? Admit it. You need me. After the battle, the Alliance debates. Some argue Naruto is their greatest weapon. Others argue he is a threat worse than Madara. The Raikage growls. If he loses control again, we may need to put him down. Gaara counters. He's our only hope. Tsunade slams her fist. Naruto is not a weapon, not a curse. He's our shinobi. If you can't trust him, then get out of his way. Naruto overhears, heart heavy. He saved them, yet suspicion still surrounds him. He wonders if Sukuna is right. Maybe fear lasts longer than love. Alone at night, Naruto speaks to Kurama. Do you think they'll ever accept me? Kurama grumbles. You're a fool, but you've changed me. If you could change me, maybe you can change them too. Sukuna interrupts with a laugh. Acceptance? Useless. You could rule them all, crush them under fear. That's a true path of power. Naruto clenches his fist. No, I'll keep fighting, even if they fear me forever, even if you never shut up. I'll be Hokage my way. For a moment, Sukuna falls silent. Then he chuckles, low, amused. We'll see, brat, we'll see. The fourth great ninja war rages on, and Naruto stands at its heart, a beacon of hope and a shadow of terror. With every battle, Sukuna's power grows harder to contain. With every victory, the Alliance's fear deepens. Madara rises, Obito schemes, the Ten Tails threatens the world. But the greatest danger may not be any of them. It may be the curse within Naruto, waiting for the perfect moment to claim his soul. Because in war, heroes are forged, but curses are born to reign. The war ends, but peace does not arrive. Madara falls, Kaguya is sealed. The shinobi world breathes relief, but only for a moment. Because Sasuke Uchiha has chosen his own path, he declares himself the one true leader, willing to cast aside bonds and rule through destruction. And standing against him is Naruto Uzumaki, a boy with the nine tails in his heart, and Sukuna, the king of curses, whispering in his soul. At the Valley of the End, where history repeats, two rivals face each other once more. But this time, the clash is not just about friendship or vengeance. It is about the fate of the shinobi world, and whether Sukuna will finally claim his vessel. The standoff at the Valley of the End. Water rushes beneath the great statues of Hashirama and Madara. Thunder rumbles across the sky. Sasuke stands atop Madara's statue, Rinnegan glowing, Susanoo forming like a god of vengeance. Naruto stands opposite, cloaked in Kurama's golden chakra, streaked with black markings, cursed energy burning faintly. Sasuke's voice cuts through the storm. You're not the same Naruto I knew. Look at you. That curse, you've become the very monster the village feared. Naruto clenches his fist. Maybe I have, but even if the whole world sees me as a curse, I'll still protect it, even if I have to protect you from yourself. Sukuna laughs inside him. Protect? No. Kill him. Rip his heart out. Only then will you be free. Naruto ignores the voice, but it lingers, eager. Rasengan versus Chidori. They launch forward. Naruto's Rasengan roars with Kurama's chakra, streaked with cursed slashes that carve the air. Sasuke's Chidori screams with lightning, infused with Rinnegan precision. The collision shakes the statues. Water explodes upward. The ground splits. Each clash that follows is faster, harder, more violent. Naruto summons shadow clones, but Sasuke's Susanoo tears through them. Sasuke rains down arrows of chakra, but Naruto counters with cursed slashes, slicing them apart mid-flight. Every blow rattles the world, yet neither gives in. Between strikes, Sasuke shouts, his voice raw with fury. You talk about bonds, about protecting people, but you've never lived as I have, knowing true hatred, true loss. Naruto growls back. You're wrong. I've lived it every day. I grew up alone, hated, feared, and now, with Sukuna inside me, I'm feared more than ever. But I never gave up on bonds. That's the difference between us. Sukuna mocks both. Pathetic speeches, kill him and be done with it. Sasuke sneers. See, even your curse knows the truth. You're a monster pretending to be a man. Naruto's eyes flicker, torn between rage and sorrow. Sasuke unleashes his full Susanoo, armored in lightning and flame. He gathers tailed beast chakra, stolen during the war. forming a monstrous arrow of destruction. Naruto counters by merging fully with Kurama, his body glowing as a fox avatar forms. But this time, Sukuna pushes through as well. Black tattoos spread across the golden chakra, twisting it into a half-divine, half-demonic monstrosity. The battlefield quakes. Two titans clash, Susanoo versus Fox Curse hybrid. Their blows crack mountains, churn rivers, and split the sky. Allies watching from afar, Kakashi, Sakura, and the remnants of the alliance can only shield themselves from the shockwaves. Are they even human anymore? Someone whispers. Inside his mind, Naruto fights on two fronts. He battles Sasuke outside and Sukuna within. Sukuna looms, tattoos glowing, his grin wide. You're losing. You can't beat him like this. Let me take over. With my domain, he'll be shredded in an instant. Naruto shouts back, No, if I give in to you, I'll lose myself. I'll lose everything. Sukuna chuckles. And if you don't, you'll lose him. And the world. Naruto falters. The temptation is real. For the first time he wonders, is his will alone enough? Kurama growls beside him. Don't listen to him, brat. You fought me before. You can fight him too. Use my strength, not his. Naruto nods, clinging to Kurama's faith, but Sukuna's laughter echoes louder, waiting for the breaking point. The turning point. The fight rages until exhaustion sets in. Both are bleeding, battered, half broken. Sasuke lunges, Chidori blazing, aiming for Naruto's heart. Naruto counters with a Rasengan, but too slow. The Chidori pierces his shoulder, blood spraying. Naruto staggers, vision blurring. Sasuke snarls, desperate. Why won't you just die? Why do you keep chasing me? Naruto coughs blood, but his voice is steady. Because you're my friend, and I won't let you be alone in the dark. Sasuke's eyes widen. For a moment, he hesitates, but Sukuna seizes the opening. Inside Naruto's mind, the curse rises, chains snapping. Enough of this pathetic play. You'll die here unless you give me control. Let me out, and I'll tear him apart. Naruto collapses, trembling. His dream of peace feels distant. His body screams for survival. And for the first time he whispers, Sukuna, help me. Sukuna unleashed. The battlefield changes instantly. Naruto's body jerks. His eyes open, no longer blue, no longer fox slit, but Sukuna's crimson glare. Black tattoos flood his skin. His grin twists unnaturally. His voice, layered with malice, fills the valley. At last. Sasuke stumbles back, Susanoo trembling. What? What is this? Sukuna stretches Naruto's limbs, savoring the control. This brat resisted for too long, but now you face me, the king of curses. The air itself shreds as Sukuna slashes. Susanoo's armor splits under invisible cuts. The ground quakes as cursed energy erupts, overwhelming even Sasuke's Rinnegan. For the first time, Sasuke feels true fear. Sukuna raises his hands. The valley twists. Domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine. The air distorts. Black and crimson lines etch themselves across the landscape. For hundreds of meters, reality itself becomes a slaughterhouse. The statues of Hashirama and Madara are slashed apart, their stone bodies collapsing, rivers split, mountains crumble. Every space within the domain is subject to Sukuna's merciless precision. Sasuke, even with Susanoo, is shredded by invisible wounds. Blood splatters, his body screaming in pain. He gasps, staring at Naruto's possessed form. So this is the real you? Sukuna laughs cruelly. No, this is me, and soon this vessel will be mine forever. Naruto's last stand inside. But inside his mind, Naruto fights desperately. He sees his body destroying everything, Sukuna laughing, Sasuke bleeding. He screams, Stop! This isn't me. I won't let you kill him. Sukuna towers above, his throne of bones rising. You gave me permission, brat. This is what you wanted. Naruto collapses to his knees, despair crushing him. But then, voices echo. Iruka's kindness, Hinata's love, Kakashi's faith, Sakura's tears, and Sasuke's own words from years ago. You are one of the few people I accepted. Naruto rises, fists clenched. His voice roars. I won't let you take my dream. I won't let you take me. Kurama roars beside him. Together, they charge at Sukuna. The clash shakes the mindscape, golden chakra colliding with cursed darkness. Outside, Sasuke staggers. Barely able to stand, Sukuna-controlled Naruto raises a claw, ready to finish him. But Naruto's will surges through. His eyes flicker, blue fighting crimson. His voice breaks through Sukuna's snarl. Sasuke! Please don't give up on me! Sasuke, bleeding, raises his Chidori one last time. Then don't give up on me either, Dobe. They clash. Rasengan and Chidori collide, infused with Fox chakra, cursed energy, and all their emotions. The explosion engulfs the valley, blinding, deafening, endless. When the smoke clears, both lie on the ground, arms destroyed, bodies broken. Naruto breathes weakly. Sukuna snarls in his head, chained by Kurama's chakra and Naruto's will. You can't hold me forever. Naruto whispers, maybe not, but as long as I breathe, you'll never win. Sasuke turns his head, staring at him. For the first time, he smiles faintly. You idiot. Bonds restored. The two rivals lie side by side, broken yet alive. Their blood mingles on the stone. Their words are few, but enough. In canon, they reconcile silently. Here, the reconciliation carries a darker weight. Sasuke admits, you're cursed, but maybe that's what makes you human too. You fight it every day. That strength I don't have. Naruto smiles faintly. Then let's fight together. You against your hatred, me against my curse. Sasuke chuckles weakly. Don't die before me, Dobe. Naruto laughs softly, even as Sukuna snarls and chains inside his soul. The valley of the end falls silent. Two rivals, two brothers, lie broken but united. Naruto did not destroy Sukuna. He did not erase the curse, but he resisted. He proved that even with a god of curses inside him, he could still choose bond over bloodlust. The Shinobi world would remember this battle, not just as Naruto versus Sasuke, but as the day the king of curses nearly claimed his vessel and failed. But Sukuna's laughter lingers. This isn't the end. As long as I remain, your dream is cursed, and one day, brat, you'll beg me to finish it. Naruto, weak but smiling, whispers back, not today. The war ended. The valley of the end fell silent. Naruto and Sasuke, broken but alive, chose bond over destruction. The Shinobi world entered an age of fragile peace. Naruto achieved his dream, to be recognized, to become Hokage. Yet, in this world, recognition is complicated. For while the villagers hail him as a hero, they still whisper about the curse inside him. Sukuna never vanished. He waits, chained in Naruto's soul, laughing, plotting, whispering through the years. And now, in the Boruto era, the question remained, what does it mean for the Hokage to carry not just the Nine Tails, but the King of Curses himself? Naruto as Hokage. As Hokage, Naruto leads with compassion, stubborn will, and an unshakable belief in bonds. He rebuilds Konoha, strengthens alliances, and creates peace. But the whispers never stop. In council meetings, elders still debate. He saved us countless times, but what if Sukuna takes over one day? We owe him everything, but we can never truly trust him. Naruto smiles in public, but privately he feels the weight. Every decision, every mission, every sleepless night carries the same fear. What if I slip? What if Sukuna wins? Sukuna, of course, never lets him forget. Look at them, brat, they bow to you as Hokage, but in their hearts, they still fear you. Why serve those who would chain you? Rule them instead. Naruto ignores the voice, but the scars remain. Fatherhood. Despite the whispers, Naruto finds joy in his family. Hinata stands beside him, unshaken by Sukuna's presence. Her love anchors him. Boruto and Himawari bring light into his life. Yet, even here, the curse intrudes. When Boruto is young, he asks innocently, Dad, why do people look scared when they see you angry? Naruto freezes. Sukuna chuckles inside. Even your spawn can see it. Naruto kneels, looking Boruto in the eyes. Because I carry power that scares people, but I choose how I use it. And one day, you'll understand that what matters isn't what people call you. It's what you choose to be. Boruto nods, but the seed of doubt lingers. The Hokage is not just a father. He is a man at war with himself. Boruto's rivalry with the curse. As Boruto grows, his resentment builds. In canon, it's about Naruto's absence. Here, it's about fear. Boruto loves his father, but he also fears Sukuna. When Naruto loses his temper once during a mission briefing, curse markings flicker across his face. The room chills. Boruto steps back, eyes wide. Dad, is that you or is it him? Naruto's heart breaks. Sukuna laughs. Even your own son doubts you. Delicious. Boruto's rivalry with Naruto becomes not just about surpassing him, but about proving that he doesn't need to carry a curse to be strong. It pushes him harder, but it also strains their bond. Peace reigns, but shadows linger. Other villages watch Konoha warily. Some leaders whisper, if Sukuna ever awakens, Naruto could wipe us all out. Allies treat Naruto with respect, but also with caution. Diplomacy is laced with tension. He is a symbol of peace and a reminder of fear. Orochimaru, still lurking, obsesses over Sukuna's energy. That curse, it defies every law of chakra. If I could harness it, he continues his experiments, hoping one day to replicate Sukuna's power. Even the new generation of shinobi grow up in Naruto's shadow. They idolize him, but also whisper, he's a Hokage, but isn't he cursed? Kawaki's arrival, a new catalyst. When Kawaki enters Naruto's family, the dynamic grows more complex. In canon, Kawaki sees Naruto as a father figure. Here, he also sees the curse. Kawaki, hardened by his own suffering, confronts Naruto directly. Why do you keep pretending you're human when you're not? Naruto sighs, smiling sadly. Because being human isn't about what's inside you, it's about what you choose to do. Sukuna interrupts amused. This boy speaks truth. You are not human. You are a vessel. Accept it. But Kawaki, strangely, respects Naruto more for his honesty. Their bond forms not despite Sukuna, but because Naruto continues to resist him. Kawaki, cursed by karma, finds kinship in a Hokage cursed in his own way. When the Otsutsuki threat emerges, the stakes rise beyond anything Naruto has faced. Godlike beings descend, seeking to harvest chakra, to devour worlds. Naruto fights valiantly alongside Sasuke, Boruto, and Kawaki, but Sukuna interferes. During a clash with Momoshiki, Naruto is pinned, his chakra nearly drained. Sukuna whispers, "Let me out. These parasites are beneath me. With my power, I'll erase them." Naruto resists, but Boruto is in danger. For a split second, Naruto falters. Sukuna's markings flare, slashing through Momoshiki's attack. The Otsutsuki staggers, shocked. But the others see it too. Boruto stares in horror. Kawaki narrows his eyes. Sasuke whispers grimly, he almost gave in. The battle is won, but at a cost. Trust wavers again. Sukuna smirks, savoring every fracture in Naruto's bonds. As the years pass, Naruto's legacy becomes complicated. Statues are built in his honor. Stories are told of his victories. Children call him a hero. But beneath the praise, rumors persist. Some call him Hokage of Light. Others call him the cursed Hokage. Naruto himself wonders which is true. He sits alone in his office at night, gazing at the Hokage monument. Did I really prove anything? Or did I just hold the curse back long enough for others to live in peace? Sukuna's voice answers smugly, "You didn't prove a thing, you merely delayed the inevitable. One day, brat, when your body falters and your will weakens, I will rise, and the world will remember not Naruto Uzumaki, but Sukuna, the king of curses." Naruto closes his eyes, weary but unbroken. Maybe, but until that day, I'll keep fighting, because that's who I am. The story of Naruto with Sukuna's powers is not a simple tale of victory or defeat. It is a story of contradictions. He saved the world, but terrified it. He built peace, but carried war within. He was loved and feared. Naruto's dream of acknowledgement came true, but not in the way he imagined. He was never seen as just a hero. He was seen as both hero and curse, light and shadow, savior and monster. And maybe in the end, that was the truth of Naruto Uzumaki. Not that he erased the curse, but that he bore it. Every day, every battle, every choice, and still chose to fight for others. Because true strength was never about power alone. It was about carrying the heaviest burdens and refusing to let them define you. The Boruto era continues. New threats rise, old wounds resurface, and deep inside Naruto's soul, Sukuna still waits, laughing, patient. The villagers see a Hokage, Boruto sees a father, the world sees a savior, Sukuna sees a vessel. And Naruto sees himself, not as curse or god, but as a man still fighting, still dreaming, still protecting. His story is not one of perfection. It is one of struggle. The boy who carried two demons, the man who resisted a god of curses, the Hokage who proved that even monsters can choose to be human. As the sun sets over Konoha, Sukuna's voice echoes one last time. You can resist me for a lifetime, brat, but eternity belongs to curses. Naruto smiles softly, whispering back, then I'll fight for eternity.